Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Kratos123. I know I haven't done a video in a long time, but today I'm going to be doing a new thing, and it's going to be called At the Bottom of the Well for now. What I'm going to be doing with this, I'm going to be taking a card that nobody uses, that's in one of my decks that I find has potential, and talk about it, and why it has potential. Now for the first card I'm going to be doing is a card that got me into wind-ups, and that card is Overwind. Now, the reason why I like this card is because it can be both a defensive trap card or an offensive trap card. Whereas things like Dimension or Prison, which would be used in this card's place, only is a defensive card and it removes from the game. Now, of course, removing from the game is a very, very good thing. But against certain decks nowadays, like Dino Rabbit, removing from the game, I find, isn't as great. Things like Dino Rabbit, I find most of the time special summon from the remove from play zone, of course, with their rabbit. Whereas, this puts it in the graveyard. Now, the downside about this card is that you have to have a wind-up monster on the field. So that's the downside. Whereas something like Dimensional Prison does not. But the nice thing about this card is, if you're attacking me with a decently attacking monster, and you're going to go into my wind-up soldier here, I will then activate my Overwind and make my monster a 3600 attack point monster, destroying your monster on your turn, and then dealing you some pretty good damage. Of course, at the end of the turn, Overwind's ability will kick in and return my soldier back to my hand, allowing me to reuse his effect by summoning him. Other really good plays, you play it on your wind-up Shark, making it a 3000 attacker. And of course, we all know Shark can easily be special summoned from the hand. Of course, there's also the offensive. If you've destroyed your opponent's field, and you go to attack with this Overwind, you deal him a nice 3600 damage. And of course, if you activate Wind-Up Soldier's effect, making him a 2200 attacker, then activate this, that's 4400 damage. That's over half their life points in one attack. It could go for game. Now, of course, my favorite combo of the deck is summoning my Arsenal Zenmayo here, using its effect to destroy 2 face-down cards, and then attacking with the monsters I have out on the field. Now, of course, I will use his attack for the final attack. Since people tend to use Gores nowadays instead of Battle Fader, they have to take the attack. So when they think they're going to take a 2600 attack and live, I can activate my Overwind and deal them the 5200 damage that would end them the game. So that's probably my favorite combo of the deck. It has definitely won me against things like Dino Rabbit and other very good decks out there. So in short, Overwind is a fairly decent card. It can be both an offensive and a defensive trap card, and I find it's better to have both an offensive and a defensive trap card than just a defensive trap card. So that's the first episode of At the Bottom of the Well. I'll probably be doing this once a week. I don't know what day it will be on, but it's definitely something I'd like to do for talking about a card that people just don't seem to like to use anymore, or have never put any thought into using. Of course, my deck is more of a beat-down sort of variant of a wind-up. I don't have anything like Wind-Up Hunter to do the loops on that. I am looking for one. In the comment section below, leave a card that you think that has never been used, but does have great potential. Whether it be a Trollsy card, or, just an average card. Let me know, and I'll see if I can do a segment on it. But until then, this is Kratos123 from Team Trimythic, signing out.